Jerry Joseph's new album, phenomenal. It's an album for the COVID times. Check it out. Welcome back. Thank you for returning or checking me out for the first time. We are now discussing on my list of all-time favorite Frank Zappa albums, number 14, Waka, Jawaka. So I posted my top 10 a while ago, did a breakdown of each of those. I'm now going from 11 all the way up to that last album, which shall not be named ever, because it's the only one that just I don't like. But again, like I've said pretty much every time so far, we're still in that 9.8, 9.9, 10 rating range. We're still in phenomenal albums. It's just a matter of songs that I like better. Just all personal preferences at this point. But this album is another fantastic album. This was released in 1972. This is the first of his two big band albums, The Grand Wazoo, which was in my top 10, I think number 4, if I'm not mistaken, being the second of those. This is a somewhat smaller band, almost through every track. Only 4 songs on this album. Side A, side 1 is all of Big Swifty, one 17-minute version of Big Swifty that is the closest Frank has ever gotten to being Miles Davis. I think the Miles Davis comparisons are apt on this song. You essentially have like the main theme, which because it's Frank has a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. And then this really long, healthy solo section with Frank and George Duke and Sal Marquez on the trumpet. And oh my goodness, yes, Sal Marquez is not Miles Davis, but Sal Marquez is Frank's Davis for this album, and he is spectacular throughout, but especially in this song. And you got 3 shorter songs on the second side, which are all kind of just fun, weird. The second one includes this incredible slide guitar solo that is just possibly this single, like a 2-minute section that's the highlight of the entire album. And then Waka Jawaka closes, which is like a sort of it's a big band piece, but a little calmer than Big Swifty and not as chaotic, with like rotating solos in the middle, solo, more traditional. But yeah, it's essentially just a great, fun, swinging, solo-heavy, lots of horns album that not as... I don't know. I like Grand Wazoo better, but I don't know if this lacks anything. I think maybe the first song, Your Mouth, is not quite as strong as some of the stuff on Grand Wazoo, which is why this is a little less. But Big Swifty is a must hear. Your Mouth is fun. It Just Might Be a One-Shot Deal is one of my all-time favorite Zappa songs. And then Waka Jawaka is just a good, great music. The highlight of this album, if I had to pick a highlight, is Ainsley Dunbar, man. Ainsley Dunbar on the drums. Like, we could argue for days about who Frank's best drummer was. I think Ainsley Dunbar, during his 70 and 71 run, a lot of that he just was, on the studio albums, he's just kind of lost in the mix. Live, he is so loud in the mix that sometimes he dominates, and he kind of comes across as this power drummer. But here with this album and then Grand Wazoo, like his subtlety and like you can get lost just listening to his drumming. It's phenomenal. All the musicians are phenomenal, but Dunbar particularly stands out, as does Marquez. Like Marquez, just an underappreciated hero in the whole canon of everybody who's played for Zappa, and he helps make this album like just amazing. So yeah, I use that word a lot. I'm sorry, but that's the highlight. As far as lowlights, maybe it's Your Mouth. Maybe it's not as great as the other songs, but again, it's still a really good song, and it's kind of needed after the 17-minute opus that is Big Swifty. So yeah, like I don't have much to say about this other than check it out. It's a really easy listen. It's probably some of Frank's more accessible, weird music because it's all horns. There's no lyrics to turn you off. I mean, the lyrics are kind of weird in both Your Mouth and It Just Might Be a One-Shot Deal, but they're not offensive. No potty humor here. So unless Your Mouth maybe is, I don't know. Maybe I haven't looked into those lyrics enough. But yeah, no, they're not. But great album. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Number 14, Waka Jawaka. Check it out. If you do, let me know what you think. I'd like to know, just comment below, man. I'd love to hear from you. My goal is to get you to check out Frank and appreciate Frank and learn to love this man who keeps giving. especially because the Zappa Family Trust just announced that they're going to be releasing a 6 CD box set of the Halloween shows from 1981, continuing the Halloween release tradition. Still waiting on that 78 box, though. Still waiting on that 78 box. But yeah, that's it for now. Go check out some good music. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe. And register to vote, people. If you're living in the United States, please vote. All right. Take care. Peace.